Guys, welcome back to once again another Sims 4 occult guide. Well, it's not really an occult guide, it's more of a spellcaster perk guide for you guys in the Sims 4 Realm of Magic game pack. As you guys all know, in my opinion, like my three favorite occults, my opinion, are werewolves, vampires, and spellcasters. I mean, you guys might hate vampires. You guys might hate Flad coming to your house and breaking in. I actually never see Flad breaking into my house. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just lucky. I guess Flad just leaves me alone. I guess he's generous enough for me, but he's not generous for any of you guys. I don't know. Greg, he only attacks if your sim is a werewolf or a vampire. So, like, if your sim is a human, spellcaster, alien, or mermaid, you're just completely safe from Greg's grasp. So, like, honestly, I mean, you're totally fine without a vampire or a werewolf. If your sim is a spellcaster, Greg does not attack whatsoever. The only thing Greg does in react to your spellcaster wise is if their charge is high, which I've also talked about in a previous video. I've talked about spellcaster charge in a previous video, but I'm talking about their perks in today's video. Similar to my vampire powers and my, you know, like, abilities for vampires and werewolves. I was kind of thinking of the word there for a moment, but I'm sorry. Now, do bear in mind that some of these perks, actually only a couple of these perks, affect your charge, which I've talked about in a previous video. I've talked about a spellcaster's charge in a previous video, so if you want to check that out, you can. You are gladly welcome. So I got Andrew here. He is very happy. God dang. Wouldn't you know it? A very happy spellcaster. Alright. Now, I also want to talk about the spellcaster's spellbook, which is kind of like a second UI, which I want to talk about in today's video. So, this is the spellcaster perks. Very similar to vampire powers and werewolf abilities. The main difference between spellcasters is they have two UIs, and they have 6 ranks. Vampires and werewolves only have 2. Spellcasters have Apprentice, Neophyte, Alkalite, Adept, Master, and Virtuoso. They have talent points, which each time you rank up your spellcaster rank, so you go through Virtuoso, you get another talent point. And also, another cool thing about spellcasters is they have what's called a bloodlines. Which basically means if you've had multiple spellcasters in the same household, you get these bloodlines, and these bloodlines give you several benefits. Like, they give you more XP, and they also give you a reduction chance of being overloaded, or having a spellcaster overload, which I've talked about that in the past. So if your charge is high, then there's the possibility of becoming cursed, or you can have overload and die. So again, it's relatively dangerous. But with those bloodlines, you have a reduced chance of having a spellcaster overload. Now, despite the cool benefit, you're never hardly ever going to go to the overcharged or dangerously overcharged states if you really want to. That is, like, if you want to see the beautiful death, that's your choice. Like, honestly. But I've seen a death multiple times, so why do I need to see it again? Yeah, exactly. Now, also, I want to talk about the spellbook. Now, you can access the spellbook in 2 different ways. You can either access it by the spellcaster perks panel in the bottom left corner right here. I can open his spellbook, or I can go to the magic tab, which is a new tab that pops up if your sim is a spellcaster, and you can go right here and you can open the spellbook this way as well. And this is really when the fun begins for spellcasters, is because basically this shows you what spells they have learned and not learned. As you can see, Andrew has learned all practical spells, 1 untamed spell, all potions, all alchemy stuff, and he has no mischief spells. So my sim is kind of like a practical spellcaster, which practical spellcasters are like a practical spellcaster studies the things helpful and useful. So life is basically easier, because with practical, I can, like, summon my own plates of food at will. He's also hexproof, so that means he can never get cursed. So yeah, he is fairly strong. He is a fairly strong spellcaster. He cannot become cursed at all, which is just really nice. So yeah, he's very strong. Now, the real thing about the spellcaster perks is that these ones follow a linear order. So you start from bottom and then you go to top. But these ones are free, and you can get them in any rank, in any order. But these, you have to follow in a line. So to get this one, you have to have this one. To get this one, you have to have this one. Alright, does that make sense? Okay, my allergies are kicking in too. Sorry guys, bad time for this, I know. Hope I don't have... Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Neophyte because at Apprentice, you cannot really get any perks until you are a Neophyte. Neophyte is really the first rank, in my opinion, because you can get perks at this rank, but you cannot get the other perks yet. When you're an Apprentice. Apprentice? Apprentice, oh my god. So Knowledge is Magic. This is a simple perk that allows you to read books or do research on a computer, and you gain Spellcaster XP, and you can rank up this way. Now, this is a really simple but cool perk, and it allows you to save time, and also it allows you to prevent your Spellcaster charge from increasing too much. Like, if your charge is too high, you can take a break and read a book or research on the computer, and your charge will decrease. So, which is really, really nice and helpful. And like I said, that's really nice. Now, I also want to talk about the categories here. There's basically 3 categories. Like, this is basically magic. This is, like, your potions, and this is, like, your, prowess. Like, how powerful you are, I think. That's how I rate them. Now, for this one, Blender Arm. Basically, it increases the speed at which you craft potions. So, it's cool. I mean, it's not necessary, but it's cool. Discharge is another simple ability that allows you to completely empty your spellcaster charge. If your charge is high enough, you can discharge and you can completely empty your spellcaster charge. It's really nice, helpful, especially if your charge is high. But do bear in mind that this has a very long cooldown. I believe this has a 16-hour cooldown without this perk, the Magical Renounce perk. With this perk, it's cut in half to 8 hours, but it's still a hefty cooldown, so it's kind of, you know, overall meh. Alright, so it's really, really, really bad. Moat Hound. Now, my problem with this perk is it seems almost useless. Because you can consume the magical moats in the magic realm. You know, like when you first become a spellcaster, that's how you become a spellcaster without becoming one already in cast. Is you see those moats. And those moats, if your sim is already a spellcaster, you can consume those moats to gain spellcaster XP. And what I find is it's only a little boost. I mean, it's not that hefty much of a boost, but it's still one regardless, and it's okay. But it's not a real must-have. Frugal Combination means you can sometimes be able to craft a potion without having to use all of your ingredients. That's a really nice, upgrade. But what my problem is with this one is it doesn't seem to work all that often. I mean, yeah, it does work, but it doesn't seem to work that often. I've had this perk on other spellcasters, and it doesn't seem to work. So, yeah. It's okay. Power Shunt is an absolute must-have. Actually, I'd say Power Shunt and Charge Control are the most useful perks, because they allow you to add significantly less spellcaster charge. So if you have both the charge perks, you get significantly less charge increase, which, you know, could be useful. So it's really useful regardless. So yeah, it's really good. A little extra chemistry. You could get more potions with this perk. And with this perk, it allows you to get extra potions. Now, it's not absolutely a must, but it's really good. Because you can use the same amount, or if you have frugal combination, you can get less, you could use less ingredients, and you can get extra potions. So that's really nice. I think that's a really nice combination. Mixmaster, you could probably, you also get extra servings with this as well, so it's even more. Really nice. Actually, a little extra chemistry, like, it doubles, like, the effects of the potions. Sorry about that. Now, Mixmaster, basically, like I said, it allows you to get extra servings with the cauldron. And then, Potent Portables allows you to make potions with less failures. So, really nice. Now, Spectral Reach is like a really funny one, in my opinion, and it's a really cool one at the same time. If you have this perk, you can cast spells at any distance. So, like, say your sim is right here, right? You can cast a spell from there to, like, all the way over here, like, without consequence. Like, watch this. Watch this. My sim's gonna cast that spell from all the way over here. And now, if I go back all the way over there to where I put the freaking prompt to cast it at, it's gonna be there. Look! He's all the way over here, and yet he was able to cast it and put it all the way over there. And look how little charge I got from that as well. That's stupid. I find that so ridiculous. Like, I find that so ridiculous and so dumb, but at the same time, it's so funny. It is so funny to me. The fact that you can just basically, like, cast any spell from a great distance like that is just ridiculous to me. It's good. It's a good change. Master Caster, basically, it does the same job as these 3 free perks, which I'm not already going to talk about. I'm not going to waste that much time. These 3 perks are only for the 3 separate categories for spells. But this one, however, is for all of them. All of them. Which I do find is more worth it, because it's only one more rank after you get these ones. So, like, why get these ones when you can get these? So, like, why? Just why? Basically, if you are in the normal charge state, which is this, you see this blue little stage right here? This basically means that it's the normal charge state. As you can see, regular. In this range of magic, Mulgic, oh my god, guys, I cannot speak. Magic behaves normal. No additional benefits or dangers. There we go, I just need to talk slower, because evidently I have a big runny mouth that doesn't like me talking. By the way, did my charge go down without even me noticing? I don't know if it did or not. I might not have been paying attention. But either way, the next one is Hexproof. Now, Hexproof is an absolute must-have. I mean, it's not absolute. Actually, it is. Because, guys, spellcasters can get cursed. I've talked about it in my, my charge video, my spellcaster charge video, and I explained what the charge was and what happened if it increased too much. And basically, if your charge is too high, you can get cursed. And there's 9 curses in total, and with this Hexproof spellcaster perk, you are completely curseless. No matter how many times you overload, no matter how many times a freaking spell backfires, you are completely curse-free. And it's really helpful. Say, you can easily get the Curse of Uncontrollable Charge, and what that curse does is pretty much self-explanatory. It increases and pretty much doubles your spellcaster charge gain. But with this perk, it completely decays the effect of that, so you never have to worry about being cursed again. So really nice. Master Duelist. So think of this as the Alpha Wolf ability for werewolves. With this perk, it allows you to win duels more often, and have a more higher chance of that. Similar to Werewolf's Alpha Wolf ability, in my opinion. It's actually very similar. No difference, I don't think, in my opinion. So yeah, Master Duelist is really amazing. Now, I talked about magical pronouns, and basically with this perk, but unfortunately, the only downside of this perk is you have to be in the Magic Realm to have half the effects work. If you are in the Magic Realm, you cannot die by Spellcaster Overload at all. No matter how many times you overload, you can overload 5,000 times, you won't freaking die. But that's only in the Magic Realm. You have to be in the Magic Realm for that effect to work. But outside the Magic Realm, there's also 2 additional effects. That being able to build charge, and being able to discharge more frequently with a less cooldown. Now, that is really nice, and in my opinion, that completely makes up for being able to only be completely immortal to death by Spellcaster Overload, in the Magic Realm, only in the Magic Realm, in my opinion, because it's 2 extra benefits. Of course, you would be happy, honestly. In my opinion, that's completely makes it better, in my opinion. So, absolutely. Now, let me talk about the ones I've not went over. There's 6 left. Experimenters. So basically, this is similar to Knowledge is Magic, but basically doubles. You can research, and you can get extra XP with less failures at any given charge, stage. You get less failures and more XP. So that's really nice. Similar to Knowledge is Magic, and pretty much does the same effect as Knowledge is Magic, and it gets you extra benefits. Now, Spellcaster Social Elite, this is really nice because it allows you to talk to other spellcasters in really cool, unique ways. Being able to enthuse about magic, discuss overcharge, risks, and then other things as well. And all of those interactions give you an XP boost, which is really nice. Any XP boost is really nice. And that is just great. Absolutely great. Insightful Eye, this is another really cool perk that allows you to, similar to Knowledge is Magic, but it makes it better. You can read books faster and be able to read tomes faster as well. So great perk. Absolutely great perk. So yeah, it's a great video. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Great video. Yeah. So Mischief Master, yeah, I've already talked about all 3 of these. These are basically doing the same job, but there's 3 different core spellcaster spell curse categories. I've already talked about it, so don't need to do that. So we're down to the last 2. Natural Mentor, so you can mentor other spellcasters that are lower ranked than you at a better efficiency. And you can, talk to them, or you can do it with other spellcasters as well. You can practice your magic with other spellcasters, and you get a extra XP boost. And magical discounts. I mean, this is a really simple perk that allows you to get things cheaper at the magical realm. So yeah, guys, that is all of the spellcaster perks and what I think of them, and they're really nice in my opinion. And yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my spellcaster perks ability. Until next time, peace out.